from Los Angeles, California, where the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh, hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft. Once again, joined by a man who has no pants or underwear on and is currently dunking his boner in hash oil and rolling it in keef. That's Geoff Clark.
Hey, friends. I'm back.
And beaming to us from the inside of Battle Cat's ass, the partially digested bearded booger eater known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
Man, so after an eventful Easter egg, we finally got the kinks worked out. Geoff's microphone is working. And if you hear him talk, you might think there's still issues with his microphone. But no, that's a whole other story.
It's just issues with Dookie Boy the cocksucker himself, actually.
Yep, just health issues on my end. I got sick over this weekend, or actually before the weekend even started.
Oh no, the Delta variant!
It could have been you, Kevin, who passed it off to me, but maybe it's because you're vaccinated. You didn't even know you had the Delta variant. But we should talk about that first, right? We hung out for the first time in like a year and a half or something.
Yeah,
15 months.
Yeah, we went and did Korean barbecue at Road to Seoul.
You went to Road to Seoul?
Oh, yeah. And it might be, because I don't know the last time I went to Road to Seoul before COVID hit, so there's a good chance that it's been around 2 years since I've gone there. And man, did it come back with a vengeance. Fuck, that was delicious. They are still as delicious as ever. And it was also weird, because I was talking about this with my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, I'm going to see Geoff for the first time in like a year and a half. She's like, don't you guys see each other like 15 hours a week? I'm like, yeah, I guess when you meet up and do like 7 shows a week together over Zoom, it's not a grand like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long. It's just like, hey, what's up, dude? You want to go eat 15 pounds of meat? Yeah, let's go in.
Yeah, there was no bro hug. There was no none of that, no emotions. Just, hey, Kevin, you fucking pussy. And
yeah,
got right back
much
into the usual homie riff. It was nice. It's good seeing you, Kevin.
Likewise.
You didn't join along with the rest of my brother's birthday festivities, but every time we go up,
what did that entail?
We'll get into it, Shuddy. All right. Generally, every time we go to Koreatown, whether it's my brother's birthday or not, we always go to California Donuts. And that's something you usually opt out of as well, right? When's the last time you've been there?
I think I've only done the California donuts. Man, it was like my grandma saying robot. I just saw a big robot. The only time I've gone to California Donuts with you guys, it's just after I just put, 15 pounds of meat in my body and I'm in a walking food coma, the last thing I want to do is just, now let's top that off with 15 pounds of sugar. I just can't do it. It's too much.
That's why you can't get past the plateau of flabby and go get to obese. So
what keeps me at a solid B cup instead of a C.
Yeah, you're literally a lesser man than me because of it, though. So we hit up California Donuts. That's great. They never disappoint. I went with your Fruity Pebble glazed bar and a blueberry donut, blueberry iced donut. I fucking love blueberry donuts.
Me too.
We don't have to talk much about that, but
so you got 2 donuts after doing all you can eat Korean barbecue.
Yeah, everyone I was with got 3 donuts. All right, so I actually exercised more self-control than the other.
You had
people.
Some restraint.
Yeah, exactly. And anyways, afterwards we went to a strip club in Long Beach. It's my brother's birthday. I wanted to do strip club, and he hasn't been there since the lockdown, obviously. So we went to Fantasy Castle in Long Beach.
I went to a strip club with Bill once in Long Beach, and it was a rare occasion where, Geoff, you sat out, and I just went with your brother and a few other people. And the place we went to, we threw the door open, and it was just a stage full of Lizzos. Was this anything like that?
No, I think you went to Wilmington, actually, which is a little more ghetto than Fantasy Castle or Long Beach, but it's all in the same vicinity. It's like right around the port. So there's like a lot of bridges, a lot of industry shit, and a lot of like dudes who've worked all day at the docks or, in the warehouse coming over to the strip club.
Yeah, all the Bon Jovis and Springsteens have gone home for the day, and now Russian gangsters are selling nuclear warheads out of the back of black SUVs.
Yeah. But Fantasy Castle, it was a Tuesday, my brother's birthday. They had $2 domestic beers, which is pretty sweet. $12 cover, which is whatever. It makes up for the $2 beers, I guess. But there's only like 4 or 5 girls. The talent, I would say, wasn't bad. Actually, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be on a Tuesday at this place. And the last time I went, I've only been to Fantasy Castle, I think 2 or 3 times, and I was never impressed with the talent. So it was a step up, actually, this time around.
I was just going to say, you had to be fairly impressed with the talent on this trip from what I've gathered.
No. So it was only 4 or 5 girls, right? And it wasn't that busy. So I got offered a lap dance several times, turned it down several times, but was a good patron. Every time a girl danced, I would leave like 3 or 4 singles on the stage. So I wasn't being cheap. I just didn't want to do a private dance. Eventually,
dance.
One of the strippers who had absolutely zero chance of securing additional business for me came up to me and literally asked me, "Could I interest you in a lap dance?" Which is like the least sexy way to pitch that. But one of the girls whose lap dance talents I did purchase, she gave me a much stronger pitch. She ended up making out with me in the champagne room, and
did she pitch that to you before going in? Like, hey, want a lap dance? I'll make out with you.
No, she didn't, because I probably wouldn't have been down, actually. But she did talk me into buying a couple shots, so I did loosen up a little bit. I was already kind of buzzed as it was. And this wasn't a part of the pitch. I don't even remember when in the interaction this came up, but she made it a point to say that she's not into black guys, which had really nothing to do with the conversation. Like,
were you like, oh, me neither?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh, all right, cool. I'll
file
that away.
What race was she?
I don't even know. I think she could have been Mexican. I want to say she was like a tiny. I would say she was tiny Mexican. That would be my guess. She had a little bit of a gut, but I did like her. I did like her spirit, and I got sold. I got sold on the spot. I can't even remember their full pitch. Just the one thing that stood out was her disclaimer that I am not interested in those black guys over there.
Jesus.
It's like, all right, cool. Racism, that's kind of sexy. But then it was $25 a song. I purchased 2 songs up front, and it was the weirdest experience in that sense. I don't think I remember doing this before at any other strip club, but do you pay for lap dances ahead of time? Have you ever done that?
I don't know. I remember going to a place one time, and this is probably when I was working in New York. So this is, I don't know, could be as long as 15 years ago, but getting schnookered by a girl. Like, I feel like every time, I was never a big strip club guy, but I feel like the times when I went after a song ended, they would be like, all right, that's going to be $20. Do you want to keep it going? Do you want another song? And you'd be like, no, here's my 20. I'm good. But I had I was expecting that, and this girl was like, okay, that'll be $75. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? She's like, well, it was 3 songs or whatever. I'm like, Jesus, thanks for the heads up. Like, I can't even hear the music. And I feel like they also do that thing where if, a rock song was playing and the very final chord that rings out is like, boing, and then fades out and the song ends. If she sits you in the chair while that last chord goes, fring, that's $25. And then the next 25 starts when you actually start getting the lap dance.
So I guess, I don't know, for whatever reason they do it, I guess, differently. I had to pay up front, which I don't know if that was better or worse, but I think in this situation, this was better because in the 2 song lap dance, she like stuck her tongue down my throat like 3 or 4 times. And if I was going into the lap dance, I would have thought it was a good idea. But as it was happening, I was like, I don't like this that much.
Was she a shitty kisser?
kind of, yeah. I mean, I think she was just trying to do it the hoariest way she could.
The thing where she sticks her tongue out completely and just goes like,
yeah.
Like Jabba the Hutt.
And then at the end, she was like, "Do you want to do more dances? Maybe you could take me home." I was like,
"Whoa,
no, I'm okay."
Do you want to tongue dart my culo?
But I'm sick now.
So
I've been under the weather the past few days, and I would guess it probably has something to do with her. Probably.
I would say that is a fairly safe bet.
Yeah, I'm not going to say this to you much during our friendship, Geoff, but you may have jumped to the right conclusion here.
I will say the California Donuts line was very congested. They were not practicing safe distancing. So
now don't put this on donuts.
Yeah, you're right. Donuts have never done anything bad to me.
This is all on the racist
You did
stripper.
participate in several high-risk behaviors over that time span, we'll just say. And you are right. It could have been any one of them, but I'd start with the stripper's tongue down your throat. That'd be... I'd start there and work backward. But hey, good for you. Good for you.
I don't know. I don't.
A little bit of a
like
slump bust. A little bit.
I don't get no. It does not count. I am still knee deep in the slump. I would have been demoted to fucking single A baseball if this was a baseball like slump.
Yeah, Shuddy, I don't think
if not retired.
Making out with a racist escort stripper counts as breaking your cold streak.
Listen, I am trying to give him a half glass full kind of scenario. I'm just trying to be a supportive friend.
But hey, at least
is that hyphened? Is that hyphened together? Racist escort stripper?
Yeah.
What a bad title, huh?
It sings well on a business card.
Yeah,
so was it worth
on the resume?
Was it worth getting COVID for?
I mean, it was a fun night. No, I mean the makeout sesh wasn't that great. I don't know if I have COVID though. It's only been a couple.
Are your brothers sick?
My one brother got sick. Bill did, and he's vaccinated. Cheech is good. It's weird. And my homie Ozza, who I do my Fade the Media podcast with, straight up said when we talked about it the other night, he's like, yeah, something's going around. Like, he knew a few people who were
COVID.
vaccinated and got sick.
Well, now that everybody, now that most of the population is not wearing masks, all the stuff that people haven't been getting for the last year and a half is going to start coming back, like colds and shit.
Right.
Because now everybody's hasn't been getting them, and now everybody's immune system is at least a little bit down, I'm sure. So colds and stuff, like the boys had bronchitis in the middle of, at the start of the summer, the boys got bronchitis. Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I think. That's what I chalked it up to. I didn't think it was COVID. If I have COVID, then it was.
It's just funny to say that it's COVID.
It is. I didn't lose taste or anything, but I've been pretty weak. I had a headache past couple
That implies
days.
that you ever had taste.
I'm talking about one of the senses.
Have you taken your temperature?
No. I've smoked pot, drank weed lean, had some Dayquil, had some NyQuil, just slept, thugged it out. I think I'm all right. I think I'm going to come through it, and I'm not going to be another goddamn statistic.
I mean, if I were you,
yeah,
I would probably go and get a COVID test.
Yeah, you fucking would. That's exactly how you get COVID.
I mean, I got COVID tests once a week for months. So pretty sure going and getting the test doesn't give it to you, but I mean, is Bill having the same symptoms as you? Because I know Bill, he just got his shot fairly recently, right?
Yeah.
So like
a few weeks ago. So it takes a little while to warm up into your body. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it does have to spread
like
out through your
microphone.
system.
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Did you read that somewhere, or did you watch that on TV?
No, you're
that's
not.
Common knowledge.
You're not. Yeah, the vaccine after your second shot, it's 2 weeks before it's fully effective.
Well, he got the one shot, I think.
He got
2 or
Johnson
3
and
weeks
Johnson.
ago.
But it's still the same thing. It still takes 2 weeks or so. So if he's dancing right on that 2 week line, it might not be fully in him.
And also, isn't the Johnson and Johnson shot only 70% effective?
Yeah.
I read, or I didn't read. I don't read. He said he read that it's more effective against the Delta variant. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if you guys can confirm that with your.
I have not heard that, but I have
CNN
not really
analysis.
been paying attention to vaccine information since I've been vaccinated.
Okay, so the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in clinical trials was 66.3 effective.
2/3. Fuck it. All right. Let's fucking shoot ourselves up with it. Why not?
And I know that they were saying because Pfizer and Moderna are mRNA vaccines, and Johnson & Johnson is, I think, more just like the flu shot. So it's different delivery mechanisms. I saw that the stopping the Delta thingy is the Moderna and Pfizer have a way better shot of stopping the Delta thingy. But man, making out with a stripper and then you're sick. As a worrywart like
Crazy,
me,
right?
Like I would be. I've never made out with a stripper, but like, if I made out with a
what?
Come on now.
You think I've made out with a stripper?
Not a stripper, but what you have done is not that much different that you can be.
Wow. That's like when Mike Tyson said, I didn't rape that girl, but the things that I've done has been even worse.
Oh, Jesus.
What
Mike Tyson said that.
Yeah.
Like
things I haven't been caught for could be even worse.
If I made out with a stripper and then like woke up the next day like after a buzz, I would have that pang in my stomach. Like I'm running to the mirror and like looking at my lips. Like, oh fuck. Oh, is anything showing up? I'd be so paranoid. And you're sitting there fucking blowing your nose.
Well, there wasn't a lot of lip locking. I told you she stuck her tongue down my throat aggressively, Kevin. Were you not listening to everything I just said?
Oh, how foolish of me.
I don't know, man. I guess I fucking live a little bit on the wild side. I'm more of a riskier, I don't know, not as big of a worrywart as you. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was COVID. I was ready to dance with the devil on a pale moonlight. I wanted to take my immune system up against the fucking COVID. You guys know. I mean, if you've been a long time listener to this podcast, you've heard all the dirty stories that have been told about me, and I've confirmed mostly all of them. I could be patient zero or a carrier for a lot of things, and I'm willing to go up against COVID. So hopefully that was that, and I got a 1-0 victory against that fucking
is Bill
virus.
is Bill like all stuffy nose like you?
Yeah, Bill's kind of hurting. I think he's still in bed or still feeling it more so than I I'm actually going to bounce out of this in like a day or two. If that, I might have like a lingering like runny nose, but
Is Cheech vaccinated?
dude, I'm barbecuing tomorrow. I'm good.
Is Cheech vaccinated?
No, come on, he's not a pussy like Bill.
So, wow, that's so weird that he didn't get sick, but the two of you guys did.
Yeah, I mean, who can figure this out, right?
Did
it's
Bill
weird.
also get a lap dance from this stripper?
No, he did not.
Okay, on the snack sommelier scale, what would you grade this racist stripper?
Oh,
What does she get on the food chub meter?
I'll give her like a 4.75.
Oh.
4.5. Yeah, wasn't happy. The one that the one who first offered me a lap dance was my first choice, to be honest, but she spoke no English, and that kind of threw me off. At least the other one was able to communicate her racism to me. I don't think the other...
Geoff, what do you think your odds are that you were the only person she made out with that whole night?
Oh, very good. I mean, look at me. Come on.
Man,
if I'm being honest, I would say 30. What's the odds that
what's
the
the
Johnson
line?
& Johnson shot prevents COVID? You said
66.3? Yeah.
All right, I think the odds that I was the only person to make out with her is about 33.7. That sounds like that math adds up.
Or she made out with 33.7 guys that night.
There wasn't that many. That's the one bonus. It was a tight unit or a tight strip club.
Man,
occupancy.
Hasn't all of Twisted Texan stories scared you straight by now?
No. Come on, you gotta live a little bit. I've been cooped up for 15 months. That wasn't even that hard of a. I mean, Korean barbecue, California donuts, pretty standard. Strip club. I don't even think I've been to a strip club in like 5 years. So it's nice to get back out there. It's nice to experience America again a little bit. And unfortunately, she did me dirty, gave me COVID.
You already got your ticket punched. One day out celebrating, and America kicks you right in the ass.
Yeah, fucking. I've been supporting America and backing up for this past 4 or 5 years while they've been taking unnecessary shots. And this is how they do me. Fuck me, I guess, right, America?
Well, I got a sexy time related ailment. So remember,
and you're acting like you're better than me.
Remember when I got vertigo for like 4 days because I was doing bicycle crunches?
Yes. It hasn't worked since then?
No. The other night during frisky time, I got vertigo all over again. And the room is still spinning.
Did you throw up on her?
No. But when I stood up, I like stumbled over and fell into my like TV area in my room.
No more topsies.
Topsies?
I mean, you got to be on the bottom from now on. You got vertigo.
Oh. Dude, I don't know what the hell is going on. I feel like the older I get, the Kraft wuss genes are really taking effect. Like in the comics, when you reach puberty, that's when the mutant gene kicks in and gives you powers. I feel like late 30s is when my wuss genes kick in and I just become as soft as a bag of baby shit. Like, I get multiple day vertigo from doing bicycle crunches. I get multiple day vertigo from having sex. This is
a frisky time.
This is a fucking jip. I want a refund.
Yeah, dude. You have just a bitch ass profile. I don't know. Maybe you should have came to the strip club, made out with the strip. Well, I don't want to say that.
That probably wouldn't have gone well.
Yeah,
not over well.
Yeah,
but toughen your immune system up, I guess. Vertigo doesn't have anything to do with an immune system, does it?
No, it's the crystals in your
Equilibrium.
ear and your equilibrium. So yeah, my
I'm a
equilibrium
radiologist.
has been fucked ever since.
Have you gone to an ENT,
What?
an ear, nose, and throat doctor?
No.
It could be something with your inner ear.
Yeah, maybe you need to get an aggressive.
That could be why the
de-waxing.
crunches and the frisky time set it off, because, I mean, you could be jostling your head around, and with the inner ear problem, it causes your balance to be off.
There are a few people in my bloodline that have vertigo issues. And after I talked about it on the family Zoom, getting vertigo from doing crunches, two of my aunts chimed in and they're like, yeah, around that age is when it started happening to me. And I was like, oh.
But did they have their inner ears checked?
Yeah. They've gone to specialists and they're just like, yeah, you have vertigo. Dude, it's so bad that...
I just can't believe for somebody that's as thorough and wants to know the exact diagnosis of everything that happens to him, you're just willing to just chalk it up to vertigo, to this without any further...
Yeah.
I never get any...
If it were me, I would go to a specialist and I'd get a vertigo test. Right, Kevin?
I mean, if I had COVID symptoms, yeah, I would probably go and get a COVID test because that's a pretty easy thing. Stuff like this, anything I go to the doctor for, they're like, I don't know, I'm stumped. Give me a pile of cash.
Well, that's why you go to an ear, nose, and throat specialist and not...
Yeah, but you have to grease.
clinic.
You have to grease some other jerk off's palm first before they let you in. You got to pay the doctor bouncer.
That's right, the cover door. Yeah, I've had experience with this before. I know what you're talking about.
Like, they can't figure out what's up with my itchy scratchies. Like, I don't know. It just seems like they can never figure out what's going on with me. So it's just like, all right,
what's wrong with you?
well, fuck you, jerk offs.
Itchy, scratchies, frisky time. God damn it! This is why you have vertigo.
Dude,
fucking...
I've mentioned a couple of times I signed up for online drawing classes through community college, and every day our professor posts new assignments and homework and shit, and he posts these little videos we watch, and he's sitting there drawing something that we're supposed to be replicating, and the thing is sideways, so I turned my head to the side to try and get a better look at what he was doing. Just tilting my head sideways, my vertigo kicked in and the room started spinning. I was like, fuck!
You know, I just thought about this. Is this like a late 30s, early 40s, like, I don't know, not crisis, but like moment that people have? Because you and my buddy Ozza, both are on the same age, are both taking like general college courses. I think he's taking Humanity 101. You're taking art. And I don't think neither one of you got a college degree. So like, what is this? Is it like, are you thinking back like, damn it, I should have gotten a college degree, and you're trying to make up for that, or are you bored? Like, I think I don't know, it's interesting.
No, what happened with me is, so when lockdown hit, I started reading even more comics than I was doing, if that's even possible, and watching more anime and stuff. And when I was younger, I used to love drawing. Like, me and my homies would get together when a new issue of Nintendo Power came in the mail, and we would like flip through the pages and find pictures of Mega Man and Battletoads and stuff, and whatever the centerfold was that month, and we would all draw it. Like, me and my friends just drew a lot. And I used to make my own comics when I was a little kid. I fucking loved drawing, but I never took any art classes, and then just sort of gave up on it. And, sitting around, all that stuff was like, man, I wish I could draw. I wish I could draw like that. I wish I could draw like that. And I got jealous, so I was just like, you know what? I'm buying a fucking sketchbook, and I'm going to start drawing again. And I really, really enjoy doing it. And I've always wanted to get better, but when I was younger, I was so arrogant that anytime I would, because some art classes in high school were just mandatory. So it's like, yeah, you got art this semester. And I go to an art class, and I wouldn't even bother listening to the teacher because I'm like, there's no fucking way you can draw Ninja Turtles like I can. I'm not listening to a fucking word you say. This is ridiculous. But I probably would have gotten better if I had taken it seriously, stuck with it, and actually taken a few art classes. So when I started dating my girlfriend, she always wanted to do art and stuff, but was, talked out of it. And now, working from home, having more free time on her hands, she was like, you know what, I'm just going to take some online art graphic design classes. And right around the time when her semester was ending and I was talking about getting back into drawing, she was like, well, we can take drawing classes together if you want. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally into that. But we're both learning now that it's a little bit more intense than we anticipated. This guy is giving homework just about 7 days a week. It's fucking it's intense.
So have you taken a step back on your like script writing,
yes.
Or are you just full go with everything? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had to, dude. It's even cutting into workout time because, we're doing more Patreon shows now, and being back in a relationship, going out and doing things, and America's back, baby, and then homework,
right, yep.
Fucking homework at almost 40, homework. And now I'm having fucking school dreams now. Like
You're gonna have to blow off class one day and do this the right way. We'll smoke pot, drink some beers, and play some Halo.
No, that's how he got kicked out of college the last time.
That's a good point.
He's been down that path before.
But like
in the throwback day, back to the good old days.
In the past month, I've been having dreams that I'm back in college, and it's like, oh shit, I forgot I have English class today. And then it's like, oh my God, I haven't been to English class in like 15 years. I'm going to be so behind. I still haven't had
longer than that.
The underwear. Oh, fuck, you're right. It's been like 20 years. Oh, man. I hate getting old.
Yeah, dude.
Did you guys watch anything?
I did.
Shuddy, you look intoxicated.
It's just, it's just a Saturday afternoon here in Quakertown. Nothing going on.
Whoa. Don't fucking spoil it, all right? I actually, since he already spoiled it, I wanted to bring this up since we're recording on a Saturday and the 4th of July is tomorrow. Should we just project what our 4th of July is going to look like, or we're just going to move past that?
What's it going to look like?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I am flying to Dallas. And then after arrival, I have no idea. I would like to think something fun.
Yeah, there's probably some pretty sweet fireworks shows in Dallas.
I'm sure. I don't know what the familial situation is going to be.
Familial?
When we get into Dallas. Like, I don't know if, since it's 4th of July, all of my aunts and uncles are going to be around. Or
Familial.
Me and my dad trying to figure out what we're going to eat for dinner with no transportation other than a U-Haul truck. I really don't.
Whataburger.
I really don't know what the plan is once we get there. I'm just know that I'm then spending the rest of the week driving back from Texas.
Such a bummer, dude. Kevin, did you see I know you watched the local news. I think you watched the local news, right?
No.
He doesn't have cable anymore.
Oh, that's right. All right, my bad. So in the local news, though, in the local news, they confiscated a whole bunch of like illegal fireworks in some, I don't know, some neighborhood in South Central, and they wanted to do like a planned detonation in like a bomb vehicle.
Oh, I did see this.
And it was so awesome. So it was a planned detonation. So like the whole, I don't know, like the TV news camera crews had plenty of time to like get in position and videotape it. And this shit took out like half a block. It was fucking awesome.
I did see, because I think that was on
It's a random thought, but I just.
I think that was on TMZ or something. That was a gigantic explosion.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking sounding like a real bomb. It was awesome.
17 injured.
Yeah, it was nuts. And like it was a planned detonation, so they thought they had everyone out of the blast radius, and it was nuts. But I'm gonna do some barbecuing tomorrow. I got some Gold Belly Pat LaFrida Gold Label burgers I'm gonna throw on the grill. I got some chicken. I also live.
Now,
right
do you have
next
a
to-
gas grill or a charcoal grill?
I have gas grill.
I'm not. It was not a knock. I also have a gas grill. I've never been.
You're
able
not
to...
grill shaming me.
No. Holy smokes!
Did you just
Did
watch
you
that
see
video,
the-
Shuddy?
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It was funny to watch. 17 injured. I didn't hear that part, but so I'm gonna barbecue. There's also I live right next to like the part of the beach in Long Beach where they have a fireworks show. So there's gonna be a whole bunch of people like parking in my area in my neighborhood, but I'm gonna be able to just go over there and watch the fireworks are free and pretty easy. Too bad I can't bring Allie Muffin. I think she's a pussy about the fireworks. And because we live in California, there's always illegal fireworks just firing off all over the place. I don't know about in Studio City.
Dude, last year it was fireworks were going off around the clock for like 3 or 4 days.
I feel so bad about traveling for over 4th of July with the dogs because it has already been constant here, and people do not even wait until it's dark. There is somebody, I don't know how close they are, but they're not very far, that yesterday was in way too rapid of a succession firing off M80s. There were at least at between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. last night, there were at least 15 M80 explosions.
Man,
so, like,
do you live next door to Beavis and Butthead?
There's no way this night does not end with somebody losing a hand if they're just going to, every couple of minutes, fire off another fucking M80, which sends Lila into a fucking complete panic attack.
Yeah, dogs hate fireworks, huh?
The other three, Parker, Mary Jane, and Miles, it does not bother them. Lila, it really does not like them.
It also
it's a
really
real
seems
bummer.
to spook our slow Loris. My pet chipmunk hates it too.
Is that a Dr. Seuss animal? Loris? The fuck is that?
That was a Lorax in Dr. Seuss.
Oh, okay. That was close.
Yeah, slow Lorises, they kind of look like lemurs. They're like little furry monkey-looking motherfuckers,
totally.
but they have like big, gigantic eyes.
All right, let me Google it. That's slow Loris. I thought you made something up.
You'll definitely be afraid of them. But there was a viral video where somebody was like scratching its armpits and it just slowly put its arms up in the air and just smiled and leaned back. They're very cute. But
they are very cute.
I'm watching the slow Loris tickling video right now.
Oh, I had a little sick double feature.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, like, I was sick, so I watched 2 movies. Spoiler, they were not 2 sick movies, I'll tell you that.
Did you watch the same 2 movies as me?
I hope. One HBO Max, one Netflix. I watched.
Yep.
I only watched the HBO Max.
Oh, nice. So
I did get on it.
Right?
Yep.
All right. That's the Steven Soderbergh film with Benicio del Toro,
Don Cheadle, Matt Damon.
David Harbour, who I actually like a lot. I think that guy kills it. Who else is on there?
Ray Liotta.
Fat Brendan Fraser.
Very
Julia
fat
Fox.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh, what is up with that?
I don't know. Was that a fat suit? Because he was in Doom Patrol, right?
That was not a fat suit, I don't think, on his face. Maybe he's a little pudgier around the middle with a fat suit, but he is. I mean, in Doom Patrol, in the few scenes they show him as a human, he's got some chinage.
Well, one of my brothers was saying last night when we were watching it, and it's obviously very noticeable, but he was saying that he could be getting ready for the. Is he playing a 500-pound man? Is that a thing? Or was with my brother's fucking with me?
I haven't heard that, but man, what a commitment to your craft. If you're gonna play a 500-pound man and you're like, fuck a fat suit, I'm just gonna gain 500 pounds.
Yeah, well, maybe he wanted to get halfway there. Like, let's do 250 in fat, or 200 in the fat suit, and I'll get up to 300.
Yeah,
So
Darren Aronofsky's next film, called The Whale, will star Brendan Fraser about a 600-pound man who eats himself to death.
Oh my God! And Brendan Fraser's like, all right, I guess I'm eating myself to death.
I feel like Brendan Fraser just killed it in the 90s, and I don't know why his career has been shit in the past like 15, 20 years. Or do I have that wrong?
No, I think his career has been pretty crappy, which sucks because I always liked Brendan Fraser. I thought The Mummy kicked ass. You know, I love Airheads. Airheads is a great movie.
Encino Man.
Yeah, Encino Man. Yeah. I don't understand why people suddenly lost interest.
Then you've got the Looney Tunes movie.
Enchanted. What was it? Is that the one with Elizabeth Hurley?
No, Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Yeah, there we go. Bedazzled, where he makes wishes and he's like a Colombian drug lord.
Dudley Do-Right. George of the Jungle.
Oh yeah.
But George of the Jungle was at least commercially popular, right? Or commercially. Yeah, whatever.
Like it made money?
Yeah.
I never paid to see it.
I saw it. I don't think I paid though, but I saw it. Well, whatever. I'm hoping for a comeback, and maybe him getting fatter and plumping up is like him saying to the industry, like, "Yeah, I'm really putting my all into this shit moving forward." All right. Maybe he took some off years raising a family, or we've talked about that recently with Eddie Murphy and Adam Sandler, and maybe he's just going to get back into it. And
he's going to gain 400 pounds for Darren Aronofsky's movie, and then he's going to lose it all right after for Airheads 2.
Oh, man, could you imagine? It's the fucking Airheads reunion tour, the Lone Rangers reunion tour. The Lone Rangers.
That would be sick.
I would love to see a movie where they try and get back to being relevant.
It took me, I think the movie lasted an hour and 55 minutes. It took me at least an hour and 35 to feel comfortable with what was going on. I was lost. Sudden Move. It's a crime thriller set in the 50s in Detroit. It's essentially dealing with like organized crime, the automotive industry, and some low-level con men played by like Don Cheadle, Kieran Culkin, and Benicio del Toro.
Now, question real quick. There was a lot of fisheye lensing going on, right?
Yeah, something was weird with the camera.
Okay.
That was tripping me out.
That's Soderbergh smelling his own farts, right? I didn't like it.
I mean, this whole movie was Soderbergh smelling his own farts.
Yeah, pretty much.
It had a good score. I enjoyed the music in the movie very much.
Had a good score.
Really solid
like
cast.
Fear Street.
The cast, they acted their asses off.
John Hamm, we didn't mention John Hamm's in it as well. The acting was really good. It was just the plot was a little just convoluted. It was too sloppy. There was too many things going on, too many threads to keep in mind. They threw out so many names, and I'm like, wait, who the fuck are they talking about now? It was very weird.
Yeah.
So many little plot twists that were just, it got to be too much.
Yeah, there was double cross after double cross after double cross, and I didn't know who. Like, I couldn't figure out anyone's goal. I really couldn't figure it out. Except Matt Damon.
We should spoiler alert, because I want to talk about the very last scene of the movie.
All right.
Spoiler alert.
I did say that.
Your spoiler has been alerted.
But we're to believe that John Hamm is such an innocent cop that he... So Matt Damon was like, I'd like to give you a share, but I can't. And John Hamm was like, it's your money, and then just walks away. So that he's such a squeaky clean cop.
Oh, see, I took that as Matt Damon being like, look, I'd love to give you some of this, but I really just want to keep it all.
Well, I mean, there's either that, but if that's the case, why did he have to give him the 50 grand?
So I get the feeling that like my takeaway from Matt Damon's character is that he's essentially in the Illuminati.
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
And like
he runs the car. He's the puppet governor. Yeah. He's the man pulling the strings of the puppets at the top of the big four car companies.
He's the network executive that sits dude down and was like, dude, you better quit talking shit about the corporation. Like,
yeah, and to find out that all of these double crosses and everything were just to prevent the plans for the catalytic converter going out into the world.
Yeah, that was so weird. Like initially, I was like, okay, this is cool. They got to get this ledger back that has every crooked deal, every bribe ever taken. Like just this huge document of all these crimes is just going to topple everybody. It's like, oh, cool. And then it's like, oh, psych, no, it's just a document about the catalytic converter. And it was like, that just got way more boring.
Honestly, I thought it would have been more interesting if they had did that in the beginning. Like if they had let us know what they were going for. Because I don't know. I just think it is interesting. And
it is. It's just not as juicy as a mob crime ledger. Like, yeah, Dear Diary, today I extorted 15 people.
It adds more weight to Matt Damon's ultimate goal, I think, and like what the real payoff is. But I don't know. I just took like John Hamm's character shit at the end with Matt Damon as like, you know what? This guy runs everything. I'm just going to be on the up and up. He probably knows exactly what's coming to him. He did get a fresh little surprise, $20K boost there in his little payout, but
30. It was actually an additional $81,000.
Excuse me, 81,000, and he just figured like, fuck it, I'll get a job next time, and maybe he'll cut me in next time. Either way, like this is the man. There's no double crossing him.
That's a good way to look at it.
Because it's you don't want to like fuck the guy over now and then cost yourself work for the next. That dude's position and power ain't going anywhere. He might use you for 30 jobs from here on out, So that's how I took it. But yeah, I really like that. I'm happy we're able to do the spoilers. I really like the Matt Damon scene where he's talking to Benicio del Toro. I think it was Benicio del Toro, or was it maybe Don Cheadle, where he's like, listen, like, you take the money, I'm getting it back. Like, whatever. Like, I won't even lose sleep tonight. Like, I'm going to call my banker before I go to bed, and I'll get the money back. Like, whatever. And he actually ended up getting that legit money. He got that money back.
And why did there need to be that whole little side thing about Benicio del Toro interviewing to work at GM? Like that would...
Yeah, I don't know.
That had no, like they didn't expand on that at all. Like it was so unnecessary.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird decisions in that movie.
Honestly, it was just like a case of doing too much. They had too many plot lines or too many different like little stories within the stories, and that's the convolution of the whole thing is what ended up, I think, taken away from its eventual dick sucking score here.
Yeah, it was cool seeing Bill Duke. I like Bill Duke.
Who's that?
He was like
he was in Predator.
Yeah, he's like the older black guy.
He was Watkins.
That's okay. I couldn't figure out who Watkins was the whole time, but that's Watkins. All right, I gotta go.
But yeah, it moved so fast. There was so much information thrown at you. Like a double cross immediately followed by a triple cross before you even got a chance to like wrap your head around what just happened. And it's like, oh man, we're already at the triple cross. A quadruple cross? What?
Yeah, and then when Benicio del Toro double crossed Don Cheadle and Don Cheadle figured it out, he immediately brought Benicio del Toro back into the fold.
Yeah, it was a very muddy plot. I don't know. What did you think, Geoff? What's your dicks?
I mean, I got most of my review here out, but for the score, I'll give it a 3.25. I mean, it was well acted, and it had like glimmers of hope within it, or there were things that I liked. You know, it was good seeing Julia Fox again, and Benicio del Toro was awesome. I really like Don Cheadle, but it just could have been so much more. Honestly, it could have been a really good movie.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I can only suck like 3 dicks. Kieran Culkin was really good in it. I always love Kieran Culkin in things. He kicks ass. I feel like there's been a very severe Benicio shortage since, what was it, Sicario?
Yeah.
Like, I fucking love Benicio. He's one of the greatest actors ever. And it sucks that he's not in tons and tons of things. And I was very excited to see a movie heavily featuring him. And it's a bummer that it was just sort of tepid.
My brother was saying that Benicio is one of the most legendary Hollywood stickmen ever. And he was saying, I don't know, you'd probably remember this, but he said that Benicio's interview on Howard Stern was awesome. And that's kind of where he
I don't think I heard that. But, I mean, he knocked up Rod Stewart's daughter.
Okay.
He's just like,
that's cool.
Hey, Rod Stewart, I'm just going to get your daughter pregnant over here if you don't mind.
Word.
Sorry,
every time I hear Rod Stewart's name, I laugh. So
I just picture Benicio del Toro like sitting in his living room and be like, so here's my intentions. And then he just like lays a gun across his lap. I'm going to cream pie your daughter.
Every time I hear Rod Stewart's name, I laugh. When I was working at Applebee's, my kitchen manager, this is when I was like 17, the kitchen manager once told me that Rod Stewart had a drug overdose and they siphoned like 10 pints of cum out of his stomach. I don't think there's any legitimacy to that, but
there isn't, but I heard that same thing.
Yeah. It's like an urban legend about Rod Stewart.
Yeah, the urban legend by the time it got to my neck of the woods in Jersey was that Rod Stewart sucked his own dick so much that he got like cum poisoning and had to get his stomach pumped.
Please, listeners, Puminati, chime in if you've heard similar Rod Stewart stories.
Well, there's also the one like Lil' Kim sucked so much dick backstage at a concert that she had to get her stomach pumped, and Richard Gere shoved gerbils up his ass. Marilyn Manson got a rib removed to suck his own dick. Like everybody just gets crazy stuff.
I believe all of those, by the way. Yeah, so 3.25.
Yeah,
I'm going with.
I have it at 3.
Damn it! I ain't sucking more dicks than you guys.
No, you don't. As we heard in the Easter egg, it's all you could think about today.
But the Netflix one, I enjoyed even more than this. I wasn't aware of this until you put it on my radar, Geoff. So Netflix is doing this horror movie trilogy called Fear Street, and as of now, there's the first one out. But a week after that, the second one comes out, and then a week after that, the third one comes out, and they'll all be out.
Here's a funny thing. I misunderstood what you guys were talking about, and I thought you were talking about the Fear City, New York versus the Mob docuseries.
How was it?
Watch it, because I was trying to pitch these. Sharon and I was like, what do you want to watch? And I was like, well, there's these 2 things that we were talking about watching for the show. And then when I realized that it was Fear City, Sharon looked at it and she's like, well, that's not something I'm going to want to watch. And I said, doesn't look like something I'd be too into either. So we went with No Sudden Move.
I think the guy said they want to review 2 things. No Sudden Move on HBO Max. And, God, what was the other one? My Little Pony? I think we got to watch My Little Pony. But I did watch Fear Street 1994, the first installment. I guess all 3 movies take place in a different era. And Error. That
Geoff, you're muted.
It's based on R.L. Stine books. So the whole thing broke my brain. It's a horror trilogy. It's they're R-rated. Well, I guess they're not technically not rated, but they're, for mature audiences. But it's R.L. Stine who does like kids horror books, young adult stuff. And it was weird. It almost broke my brain because when you watch the movie, it has the tone of a young adult movie, but then there's swearing and there's violence. So it was very interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I was backpedaling the whole time. I was a little caught off guard. It felt like they spent at least 95% of the movie budget on the soundtrack. Just an absolute bitchin' 90s soundtrack.
Oh, it was crazy. They hit every single song that charted from 1990 to 1994. Sometimes they would get 3 in like a 10-second period.
Yeah, like they're jamming it in, like almost too much.
Like she gets on the bus and Radiohead by Bush is playing. 2 seconds later, she takes her seat, puts on headphones, and then like Iggy Pop is playing or something. Like it literally was like, and then she takes her headphones off. 2 seconds later, and 9 Inch Nails is playing. In a 10-second period, 3 different songs.
Yeah, it came out the gate. Like in the first scene, I think they had 9 Inch Nails closer. I was like, oh, all right.
It was. I liked the opening scene. It was very Scream like, where spoiler alert, they kill off the biggest named actor in the whole movie. Before the title card comes up.
And who was that?
Maya Hawke.
Oh.
Who?
Come on, no spoilers.
That's Ethan Hawke and Uma's daughter from Stranger Things, right?
Yes. Yeah. And that opening scene was fucking cool. I like the way it was done. It was in a mall. It was all 90s out. The lighting in it was really cool. I thought it was a really strong way to open the movie. The rest of it was good. It wasn't great, but I really liked what they pulled off. It had a very cool aesthetic and vibe to it. Again, it was just so weird seeing something done in just the textbook young adult style with, especially towards the end, some pretty violent kills. Like a lot of it was just like a couple stabs here and there and slashings, but holy shit, they turn it up in the final act and just a couple people get eviscerated, and it was gnarly. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, there were some definitely gnarly murder death kills, and it did have like a CW, like teeny bopper vibe to it. I don't know, like taking out the kills, it didn't feel like a mature audience horror movie. But there were some gruesome kills. I guess there was strong language, but the whole Sunnyvale. What's the other one? What's the 2 towns? It was
Sunnyvale and Shadyside.
Yeah, so those guys had like this beef. That was a little weird, and that added to like the CW young adult vibe thing. I didn't really get that. It felt like those kids were more of a liability than whatever haunted or paranormal issue was going on in between the 2 towns.
Did either of you know that this was young adult going into it?
I knew that it was based on R.L. Stine books going into it.
Yeah, I did too. But
Okay.
My brothers are huge horror movie fans, and whoever they read for horror movie reviews, gave it a good review, and they went into it like excited. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna check this out. So even though it sounded like on paper R.L. Stine, I like Goosebumps growing up, but like R.L. Stine horror, I felt like it was gonna suck, but I don't know. The intel I got was that it was gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, so the town, it's almost like a Pawnee Eagleton rivalry, and
yeah.
One town is like the safest no crime city in town in America, and then immediately right next to it in Shadyside is just endless murder and slashings.
Yeah. It's like White Compton.
Yeah, and they tie it into like witchcraft, and there's these, town legends about a witch that was hung in 1666, which is the year that the final film in the trilogy will take place. So they think that a evil witch curse is possessing people and turning them into slashers. So it's got a very, it's like a supernatural Scream vibe to it.
So say that, yes, well described. Say that last year again. It was 1994 was this one.
Yeah, the next one is 1978, and then the third one is 1666.
No shit.
Yeah, and they at the end of it they show a preview of the one that comes out next week, the 78 one, and it's a sleepaway camp Jason like axe murderer one, and that one looks dope. I'm actually excited for that one. That looks like people are just getting fucking hacked to pieces. Lots of porking. I did like this one. I feel like I'm gonna like this middle one the most. So I'm excited to watch that next week.
Okay, cool. Do you think there's gonna be like a lot of famous '70s songs?
Yes.
It's gonna sound like Dazed and Confused.
And they're gonna do the same thing with 1666.
It's gonna be all Mozart.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, I remember this jam. Fuck yeah.
It's
taking me
my
back.
favorite Gaelic track ever.
I thought it was honestly a 3.5 until the last 20 minutes when the killings got brutal, and that bumped it up another quarter of a dick. So I'll say 3.75. It wasn't great, but as a horror fan, it had some fun, nostalgic vibes to it. I did like the soundtrack. There were some good characters. There were some annoying ones, but overall I liked it. And if I could compare it to anything, it was almost like that movie Trick or Treat with, what's her name? Who's the chipmunky gal from the X-Men movies and True Blood?
Anna Paquin.
Yeah, Anna Paquin in Trick or Treat. It had a similar vibe and feeling to Trick or Treat, which I also enjoy.
I think this movie, had like enough cool horror shit in it that gives me hope for the rest of the trilogy. I thought this one was a little like busy, almost kind of similar to like the last movie we reviewed, No Sudden Move. There's just too much happening, right? I wanted them to dial down more on like one thing, and like the whole rivalry between two towns just got a little much for me. But I do think the next one could be as good, if not better. Actually, it'll probably be better, I think. Soundtrack was bitching, but I'll give it a 3.5. I'm not going to give it that last minute boost like you did. I'm going to stick with my score.
Oh, I hate sucking more dicks than Geoff. Shuddy, that was it for you, right?
That was it for me, yes.
Yeah, because you had a busy couple days banking some Patreon content before you take off.
That is correct, sir.
Well, in the meantime, we can check in with the Puminati and do a couple
voicemails. Yay!
I know some people are very anxious to talk to us and get out their thoughts. So let's kick things off. I believe this is where we left off last week. Is he going to do it? Damn it! Hold on. Unplug. Plug in.
I have no idea if this is the right number or not. I hope this is Mad Scientist Party Hour. If it is, then
that would have been funny if he was like, man, I really hope this is Dairy Queen.
Here we go. I'm about to listen to your Monday podcast, 513. I just want to tell you guys that I'm a huge fan. I've been a huge fan since, about 2014 when I started listening to Jason Ellis and, Kevin Kraft came on the radio, on my radar. And, I dove a little deeper. But, yeah, I'm not I guess, Puminati elite. I don't subscribe to anything. Times are tough. But you guys kick ass. Don't let these negative guys keep you down. Seriously, Kevin, I feel like you take it the hardest. Also, Shuddy Boy, seriously, I'm only about an hour away from you. I live here in Lancaster, so if you ever want to do something, ever want to get in a positive attitude, hit me up, dude. Dookie Boy, You're some good shit, man. I like
Oh my God.
listening to you.
I have to poop.
You're my dude. I listen to you on Fade Media and shit. So cool, guys. Well, you take it easy. Won't take up too much more of your time. But later.
That was a lovely voicemail. Thanks. We
Kevin
lost
has
our
no control over his bowels.
yeah. We lost our
None.
esteemed host. Just fucking bolted. I wonder if he's gonna edit this. I don't think he needs to. Right? Did you hear the voicemailer's name? I always like fucking space out on the names. He's in Lancaster. Do you have any review on Lancaster?
It's
Any
more
cool...
rural than Quakertown. It's in the heart of Amish country. It's very quaint. I've been to the Chameleon Club to see the Bouncing Souls and Leftover Crack. There's a brewery in town, Angry Young and Poor, which is a punk store, is also in Lancaster, which is fun to go to. I have nothing but good memories of going to Lancaster.
Good shit. What did he mean, though? Or what do you think he meant about Kevin taking too much shit? Is that on MSPH? Is that
well,
on
he
Elvis?
just said that he was
reviews?
getting ready to listen to the 513 episode. So that was only a few weeks removed from the incident.
Uh-huh.
So it could be refer. I was confused at first too, but then I put the date. I was thinking about the date that he said he was at in the shows, and he's coming off the tail end of the last bit of drama.
Uh-oh.
Did you actually just poop? Did you get it all out?
Yeah.
How?
That's impressive.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm very good at pooping.
Oh man. Did you hear that voicemailer's name? You're just gonna play it again, huh? You cheater.
Well, no, I didn't.
Oh, you're looking at the transcript?
Yeah, just trying to see if it got anything right. I don't see a name. Why?
Well,
What's up?
Well, because he left us a very nice voicemail, and I wanted to thank him.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, from what I heard, that was a very nice one. So I appreciate it too.
Yeah, you actually left, I think, right before he started praising me. Did you hear any praise for yourself? You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then he
Showed
should
us
talk
all
to you
love.
the rest of the time.
God damn it.
He loved us.
All right, here is another one.
Mad Scientist Party Hour. What's up? It's Trash Panda. It's been a while since I've called. Now, I'm not a weed smoker, so unfortunately I can't do like one of those bong rips for Jesus or whatever. But what I did do is after you guys have been
You could do one for Harambe.
talking about it so much, I went and bought a bottle of Oh Shito. Looks pretty good. I popped the cap open and gave it a sniff, and it blew out my sinuses, so that's a good sign. But I figured I'm going to do a live first-time taste test of Oh Shito hot sauce. I've got high hopes. I've got it. I rubbed a generous amount of some chicken here, and let's give it a try.
Oh, hijack snack attack, huh?
Okay, the heat's hitting me straight away. I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't use so much. That is an interesting flavor. Okay.
What kind of chicken did he have?
Actually, that's not that bad heat-wise. It's like a surface heat. It's good. It's not getting in the way of the flavor. Oh, wow. Well, that's good shit. Ooh, okay. The heat's really hitting me. I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to hot stuff, so. But it's not overwhelming. That's good shit. I really like that. Puminati. Promo code Puminati. Buy some Moshito. I'm probably going to order a case of it because it was pretty expensive just to order the one bottle, but this stuff's really tasty. Oh, okay. Well, good show, guys. Take care.
Sounded like you had to go and run off and poop after that.
Yeah, he's going to go handle the heat situation that he's dealing with. Well, I'm sure Kwame will appreciate it. We've shown him a lot of love.
Oshito.com. OHSHITO.com. Oshito.com.
Kwame's very appreciative of all the love we've shown him and all the
It's
love the Puminati
well
has.
deserved. It is well deserved. It's not just lip service.
Yeah, dude.
We leave that to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's coming out with a new flavor. I think vegetarian is his latest flavor, and I think it's going to be available soon. I don't know. We're getting a bottle of the vegetarian stuff in our in our next shipment. So keep you guys posted on that.
All right, here is another one.
What up, Puminati? It's Triple D here calling in. I heard Shuddy say that Chef Boyardee wasn't very good, and I took that personally. And I'd like to say that Chef Boyardee is more of a staple in poor families than fucking ramen noodles, than maybe even spaghetti or a hamburger helper. What do you guys think? Bye.
Wow. Wow. What a question. As someone who grew up poor, I feel, and a fat poor guy, I feel extra qualified to weigh in on this one. I think ramen is more synonymous with poor person food.
Yeah, it's 15 cents a pack.
Yeah. And I didn't know that it was so, like, you could dial it up as much as you could until, like, I moved out here, you know? You dice up some green onion, make some egg in there. Like, I've had some ramen dishes, ramen bowls, homemade with the 15-cent base that have been really bomb, actually. You know, just shopping down, picking up some ingredients in the Asian aisle, spruce it up a little bit, but still be pretty cost effective. I fucking hated Hamburger Helper growing up. I actually pretty much got it banned in my house. And I didn't have a lot of pull in my house when I was a young man, but I disliked it so much that my parents didn't make it.
See, I loved Hamburger Helper growing up.
I still love Hamburger Helper.
No, fuck that. I'll never eat Hamburger Helper.
I mean, out of the three, we all know Shuddy Boy hates Chef Boyardee. But despite me loving all three, I'd say Chef Boyardee is the weakest link. If we're going ramen, spaghetti, or Chef Boyardee. Like, if it's fuck, marry, kill, I'm killing Chef Boyardee.
Oh, for sure.
I agree. I still eat, like, you know, pasta and Prego once every few weeks or like once a month. It's just an easy, tasty dish. Just fucking dump some Parmesan cheese on there and
Parmesan,
whatever, you're satisfied. You're satisfied for the night. So I really fuck with pasta, but I'm much higher on Chef Boyardee than Shuddy is. That's for sure. I know you banned it. That was the original purpose of the voicemail. So I like it. Good question.
Real quick before we get to the next voicemail, I did have a story, a very quick story that I wanted to share with you guys. So I went bowling the other night, and it was a bowling alley I'd never been before, and I don't think. So we did a Sirius XM Christmas party at a bowling alley. It was like a really fancy high-end one. Like one of the ones that has a fucking velvet rope out front and a wait list. Like those actually exist. I think it might have been at Lucky Strike, yeah. And it was like the couches that they have you sit on while you're waiting to bowl are, you know, like they look like they would be at Jay-Z's house or something. Just very upscale, fancy-looking place. Outside of that, though, every time I've gone to go bowling in L.A., the wait list is so fucking long. They're just like, yeah, it's either going to be a 2-hour wait or we show up and they're like, yeah, we have no openings for the rest of the day. And it's like, holy shit. So I had no idea what to expect. This was a place that didn't take reservations or anything, so we just showed up, got a lane immediately. It was packed, but it was just luck that we happened to be getting there at the same time somebody was leaving, and got 2 hours worth. So you just prepay and you get 2 hours of that lane. And in that time, a couple people came and went in the lanes next to us, and I look up, and there's a couple bowling a couple lanes over. Like this tiny little nerdy girl, very unassuming, nerdy little chick, and this like thugged out looking dude. Clearly a couple, just the two of them. He entered his name as Nutbuster. Like, I've gone out bowling with the homies before, and whoever gets to the setup first will like put nicknames, or like, you know, if the three of us were bowling, Shuddy Boy would probably program it in to say Dookie Boy the cocksucker for Geoff.
Listen, I'd have some manners and realize we were out in public. I'd just use the initials.
Yeah, but either way, like if you're out with your homies, you could get goofy with the programming of the bowler names. When you go out with your girlfriend and you put your name in as Nutbuster, that takes some serious nuts.
Oh, plot twist though. Maybe what if she put that name in there?
No, because it was so this place it's tablets and they have selfie mode. So they chose selfie mode. So there's like a little camera in the touchscreen that you're programming it on, and it takes a picture of you and it puts it up next to your name. So he was Nutbuster. It's just Nutbuster and his lady out for a night of bowling. They bowled one game and left.
Well, he had nuts to bust.
Yeah,
I feel him.
in true Nutbuster fashion, he got in and out real quick. I couldn't stop laughing, and oh my God, did my girlfriend hate it. She was like, I don't like that at all.
She hated that you laughed at it?
No. She was just grossed out that a guy would be out on a date and put his bowling name for everybody to see as Nutbuster.
You should have went up to him and made your name Jizz Captain.
Dude, every time I bowled and got like a gutter ball or something, I'd be like, I can't believe I'm performing like this in front of Nutbuster. This is fucking so embarrassing.
I already look like a beta with my name just being Kevin up there.
Fucking Nutbuster. God.
Wow. You should have tried to start a conversation with him. You could have sent him the Zoom link on this podcast.
I know. I mean, it's gone now, but I put it up on my Instagram story because it was too fucking funny. But hold on, I'll send it to you guys. I don't know, Shuddy, you probably didn't get to see it, but just I'm so happy that I have this documented for the rest of time. Fucking Nutbuster.
Man. Probably has a great sense of humor though, right? I mean, that's why she'll put up with that shit.
Nut B, I love it.
I don't get the feeling, but yeah, like look underneath the two of their frames.
Where it says Nutbuster. I just like that it just shows up top as Nut B.
What was she out of his league?
Probably. It just seemed unlikely because he was so thugged out, and she did not look thugged out. She just looked very nerdy and unassuming. It was a very odd pairing, and then for him to just throw up Nutbuster with it being just the two of them.
Were they maybe on like a first date? Did it seem like they were comfortable with each other, or was it a little awkward?
I wasn't looking too much, but I'm guessing if he changed his name to Nutbuster, it would not be a first date.
However, if they only bowled one game,
such an odd match, and they only bowled one game.
Yeah,
she was cheering for him when he did well.
Well, I mean, maybe she's just trying to make the most of the first date.
Maybe. I didn't get that impression, but you know, I'm wrong more often than I'm right.
If she went on a first date with him and saw that he was going by Nutbuster, she probably is gonna Uber home if she's not, ready to consummate this thing.
It's like, I don't know. His name is Nutbuster. Do I go for it?
Is he gonna be cool with just like a kiss at the door, or?
I wonder if that's like his nickname, like Shuddy Boy. Like everybody just calls him Nutbuster. Like my mom calls Shuddy Boy. Like when this guy goes and hangs out with his friend's family, they're like, "Oh, Nutbuster! I'm so glad you came." But
And she calls Geoff Dookie Boy the cocksucker. That's how we came to that.
That's true. That is true.
All right. Well, she's a nickname gal. Yeah, maybe. Imagine if he swipes his Nutbuster, and he got that date as Nutbuster.
Baller move.
Yeah. Hey, fortune favors the bold, is what they say.
Oh man, I'm looking at this next voicemail. Oh, we might be in trouble, guys. I'm looking at the length of the voicemail. The phone number, the caller ID isn't showing up as it usually is. I think it's our guy.
We're gonna get a business pitch.
Yeah. All right, let's
He
see.
always has such good ideas.
Let's see.
So you're going to find out about this soon enough, and you might as well hear it from me. I recently wrote a biopic about you three that's officially in pre-production at a major studio. Casting's begun, and that's what I'm going to need to discuss. Beard guy, shady. There's a lot of heat around your role. You're complex. You're multifaceted. On a physical level, you exude the dishevelment of a bus station drug addict. And your eyes, my God, your eyes, they're black, shark-like eyes, haunted with a sorrow that just feels bottomless. That voice of yours, that nasally, gravelly voice, it echoes with a hollowness of a life filled with regret and He-Man action figures. It's like the only thing keeping you alive is that you can't afford a rope strong enough to hang yourself with. Someone's going to win an Academy Award playing you, Shady. It's going to happen.
Well, he
Unlike
just
your
outed
friend there.
himself as a more frequent listener than he would like to admit.
Yeah, he might have listened to 3 episodes by now.
One of them being relatively recently, if he's bringing up the He-Man stuff, is all I was saying.
Oh, yeah,
That's
because we
all.
just started talking about that last week.
Fair enough.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
God damn it.
Sorry, I won't talk.
Gravelly voice, it echoes strong enough to hang yourself with. Someone's going to win an Academy Award playing you, Shady. It's going to happen. Unlike your friend there, Kenneth, as in real life, you are a gigantic problem. Nobody wants to portray you. Every actress we've spoken to about the part has found your role to be degrading, dehumanizing.
Every actress.
Oh,
Fuck.
man. The disrespect in this voicemail is great. He's calling you guys by different first names. It's an old Italian trick. Yeah.
The amount of anime and receptive sodomy that fills your screen time is a huge turnoff to any A-lister, which means we're going to have to spend millions on CGI. We'll just find a malnourished, pink-nippled dork, put your dumb face on it. God, you irritate me. I mentioned that I need something from one of you, and I need Jeff's attention. Geoff, Natalie Portman wants to be the lead female in this project, but she has conditions. Let me read you the term sheet from her agent. Now, usually these documents run 30, 40 pages, but it's a one-pager with only 3 items. Item 1, Ms. Portman will only participate for a fee of $20 million and 10% of gross revenue. Pretty standard. Item 2, Ms. Portman will only participate if Geoff stars as himself. Item 3, Ms. Portman will only participate if Geoff agrees to perform actual penetrative sex with her on camera during their 40-minute love scene, to be filmed from September to October 2021 in Paris. Those are her demands. So, Geoff, I'm coming to you with this request. Are you willing to take a 2-month break from Kenny and Shady to come to Paris and have sex with Natalie Portman on camera for a fee? Now, it's not a done deal if you agree. The insurance company is going to need to inspect you to determine that your inhumanly large penis won't permanently damage Natalie Portman and disrupt production. But otherwise, it's yours to decide. I'll be back, and I hope you have a good decision to make. It's going to be fun. I'll be in Paris with you for those couple of months. We'll break bread and have some fun, okay, buddy? Take care. Ciao.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks, buddy. I probably will accept that. Do I have to last all 40 minutes, or is that just like the length of the scene? Because I don't know if I could do 40 minutes of Natalie Portman. I don't know if I could do 4 minutes of Natalie Portman. Probably can, actually.
It's just going to be a 40-minute scene with 10 cum shots.
I'll take that as well. Yeah, I feel like I mean, I can't speak for the studio, but I agree to Natalie Portman's terms.
She's tough,
and I'm
but
happy
fair.
you guys are going to be able to co-star in the movie with me as well. I mean, it's going to be tough to find someone to play you, Kevin, as
That's what it seems like.
Mr. Hopkins said. I don't know how I ended up in this guy's good graces. I swear I'm not related to him. I'm not related to anyone that's talented.
This isn't Cheech with a voice changer.
No, these voicemails are so well articulated and so tight. It's impressive. And I'm just fortunate to keep winning Hopkins roulette here.
Yeah, I like your future odds, Geoff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I did to end up in his good graces, but let's hope that I keep it going.
Yeah. Woof, man. After that reaming, I think I have to poop again.
All right, Shady and Kenneth, you guys want to get on to the next voicemail?
All right. Yeah.
Hey, boys. This is Mike in Canada. Just heard the suck dick question for Kevin with the onion smell in the house. Had me thinking, could Kevin fuck Jessica Alba if she was wearing a bra made of onions? And she's got to ride him, cowgirl, with his face in her tits the whole time. And, yeah, Kevin, sorry to put that on you, but I just wanted to say
that's so
all
terrible.
your Disney
God.
suggestions are spot on. All the reviews are great. Soul was excellent. And yeah, the racism on Italy and Luca is hilarious. It was a decent movie. 3.5 seems about right. Geoff morning show. Fuck yeah. Can't wait for that to come back. And, fuck, what else was I going to say? Sorry, boys. I'm all stoned. Kevin, a few weeks ago you did a Will impression on MSPH. That was great. Missed that on the Ellis show for sure. Fuck Chuddy, I'm stoned, so I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say to you. Have a good one, boys.
I think he was just going to call
Mike.
you a pussy, Shuddy.
Probably.
Well, yeah, thanks, Mike.
Well, the
Jessica
good thing
Alba,
about you being on bottom is you get to avoid your vertigo.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, were I a single man and in this very likely scenario where Jessica Alba wants to have sex with me while wearing an onion bra, I am very capable of powering through bad situations.
Yeah, this is much less harsh than would Geoff suck a dick or be added to the sex offender registry.
Yeah. And I think I could handle an onion bra. I would probably be holding my breath for a while. And there's probably going to be some dry heaving involved. But as long as she's not bummed out, I can power through.
As long as she's not bummed out.
I'm a Myron.
I mean, I don't think her feelings are going to be factored in if she's wearing an onion bra. I'm sure that's not her first choice either.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the weirdo with the onion bra.
And the premise, I mean, it would seem like she's just happy to be having sex with you.
Yeah, she's a big MSPH fan.
Yes, Puminati. First ever Puminati groupie.
Yep.
Jessica Alba.
All right, here, let's do one more.
Hey, boys. Goomer and Plamper.
Boomer.
And,
We're getting a double header of Boomer and Pwamper. Or is it Goomer? Goomer, right?
Goomer.
Goomer and Pwamper.
I'm about to take a shot of Don Julio Añejo.
Yeah. Much better than Patron, in my opinion.
So, a couple of things. For one, Jeff said we were going to gangbang the voicemail. That's pretty much the plan. But, Jeff has a secret that he's hiding from Shuddy. Because, he knows something that I DM'd him that's affecting Shuddy's health that he didn't tell him. So let me just, hold on. I don't know if I have enough time in this voicemail.
But Geoff knows what I'm talking about. Let me read this if I got time.
I really don't.
It's only 3 minutes long.
Oh, okay, then I for sure got time.
You're not the lawyer guy.
Okay, Geoff.
Yeah.
All right, here's what I said. Also, tell Shuddy his real name brand candy branded edibles are unfortunately a scam. Essentially, sketchy people buy the packaging and candy and spray it with their homemade THC oil, which is usually gross and made in weird ways. This means that the dosage on the packaging is completely meaningless, and it's not really a safe product to put in your body. Some dispensaries sell them, but only small dispensary services and hole in the walls because they're unregulated and illegal, even in Cali. This also means that if they sell other products, they're probably sourcing them from the black market as well. There are fake THC cartridges and pretty much any other weed product you can imagine, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, Shuddy, you're getting fake edibles. Sorry to break the news, but those aren't dosed.
I have no doubt that they're not legit edibles.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're bad.
I appreciate that. What?
It sounds like they're bad for you, is what he's saying.
I haven't really been eating them because they're so hit or miss with how high they get me.
According to the packaging.
Why they taste like garbage.
Yeah, I didn't even respond. I just double liked it. Sorry, I should have forwarded that info, huh?
Dudes and yeah, stop eating them. And Geoff, you should have told your friend you're a bad friend. Pointed in you. And I.
Oh, that was the end. So yeah, you're eating laced shit, Shuddy, according to Goomer and Poimper.
I'm a bad friend, huh?
Well, we knew that, so.
Yeah, I mean, my stock can't lower anymore. I'm cool with it. Fuck it. At least I get to have sex with Natalie Portman.
Yeah, you get to give Natalie Portman COVID. What an honor.
As long as my huge dick isn't going to put her in any physical jeopardy.
All right, well, thank you everybody for your voicemails. It's always good checking in and hearing from you guys. That was a fun installment. I enjoyed that.
Look at my pits.
Oh yeah, got a little sweat going on.
Jesus
I mean, I probably do as well. Yeah, see, I got little ones. Always sweating from my pits.
I'm sweating like crazy. I'm going to get the sickness out. I'm probably going to go to the gym after this, too, just to finish sweating it out.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea for you to go and spread your disease more.
Long Beach needs to toughen up a little bit, Kevin, and I'm going to make them tougher.
Oh, boy.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go to the fucking gym. I do need to go to the grocery store, though.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
Mask.
All right, well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. If you need more MSPH in your life, please head on over to patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. We've got the extra podcast every week, plus weekly installments of Crafter Geoff Shuddy Edition. Things are really heating up. People are loving it. We're loving doing it. And, I mean, if you are just sitting around bored all day, Jesus Christ, do we have something to keep you busy? Because if you go to the $10 tier of our Patreon, it is stacked, my friend, stacked. Both tiers. If you've never subscribed, you unlock everything previously. So, you know, there's stuff we did. We tried like limited shows all throughout lockdown. Even on the $5 tier, if you go back, I feel like 1 or 2 episodes of Supermarket Queefs are on the $5 tier, just as samples. You know, do a little bit of digging. You'll find some stuff, and it's certainly keeping us busy. So patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. If you haven't done so already, every 5-star review and subscription on iTunes is a massive, massive help to us. You know, us little guys over here need every little shot in the arm we can get. So that's always much appreciated. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Geoff R Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. Don't forget to check out Geoff's podcast, Fade the Media. And if you want to be a part of voicemails, yay, you can just call 201-472-01 888-866-3939 and leave a message after the beep. Or if you're not quite the performer that lawyer guy and Goomer and Pwamper are, you can just shoot emails to madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com. Full episodes on YouTube as well. youtube.com/madscientistpartyhour. Hook it up. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
No. Good.
All right, everybody. Have a happy 4th. And until next time, ooh, something.